Hey everybody, welcome back to Andrina's Creation. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create these beautiful stocking treat boxes. I know you're going to be like, Andrina, you're so last minute. I understand, but if you're still creating Christmas gifts or you don't know what to give for your kids' classrooms, probably they're on vacation by now. I don't know. If you still have time to make this, here it is. They are so pretty. You can make them for children and adults. Just use whatever theme you would like. And a lot of items could fit in here. Imagine little liquor bottles for adults, socks, hats. You can even put like little shirts for a baby, chips, candy, you name it. You can add lights in here. I'll put another video when it's darker so you can see it. So you already know the template is compatible with Cricut Design Space and Silhouette Studio. All you have to do is head on over to my website, andrinascreations.com, and purchase your template, and let's get started. For your supplies, you're going to need solid cardstock. My favorite brand is Bazzil, B-A-Z-Z-I-L. Where is it? Right here, B-A-Z-Z-I-L. I'm going to leave all the links down below though of all of my favorite cardstock. This is 12 by 12, but your template also, some of the pieces do fit on an 8 by 11. If you have a Michael stores nearby, they have the 8 by 11 100-pound cardstock. Bazzil, they sell it at Joann's, also Amazon, and 12 by 12 cardstock. Like I said, I'll leave all those links down below, but I highly recommend 80 pound and up. I do not recommend 65-pound cardstock, and that's just me personally. Your metallic cardstock or your glitter cardstock for your first layer. For your second layer, you can use decorative paper pads. They have this at Hobby Lobby, Amazon, Walmart, Michael's, Joann's, and so on. So they already come with a design on them if you don't have a printer. Also, if you want to do a print and cut, you are going to need a printer of your choice. And make sure that the paper that you print is compatible with the printer that you have, okay? If you have an embossing machine, you can also emboss the second layer as well. An embossing machine and embossing folders. You're going to need acetate for your window, double-sided tape, and your adhesive of choice. I'm going to be using my own brand of glue, Andrina's Creations Craft Glue. No, it's not available right now, but I'll leave the link down below for Art Glitter Glue. I recommend that as well. I'm going to be using this for my acetate, but you can use the 3-in-1 Beacons glue as well for acetate, but I feel like this is faster. And then I'm also going to be adding lights to my box, which I'll show you at the end. And that, I think that's all. If I miss anything else, I'll be telling you throughout the video. All right, so here is all the pieces from the template. Yes, I know it looks like a lot, but don't worry, I'm going to explain everything step by step. The pink pieces are your main base. That's what you're going to cut out of your solid cardstock. I highly recommend, like I said, 100-pound, 80 pound and up, like thick cardstock. Don't use 65-pound. I mean, if you want to, you can. It's up to you, but I prefer to use thicker cardstock. This one right here is going to look white on your template. Just has a black outline so y'all can see it on the paper. But this is white, and this is what you're going to put inside of your stocking. This is the acetate. The gray part is the acetate. Your teal pieces is going to be your metallic or glitter cardstock if you want to. Again, if you don't want to do layers, then you go ahead and print out your design on the teal pieces. And then your lavender pieces is where you're going to have your decoration, like your digital paper, if you're going to print and cut and all that. But this is where your design goes, okay? So design on that one, the lavender, your teal pieces is glitter or metallic, and your pink pieces is your main base, okay? Now, like I said before, if you don't have a printer, just use your decorative cardstock, and you can even emboss as well those lavender pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and start with these two pieces right here of your template. So now all we're gonna have to do is, your stocking is going to be facing your left, right? The one with the opening is going to be facing your left, and then I'm just gonna fold back where the score mark is. Now, if you're using Cricut Design Space, my score marks are a cut, skip, so you do not need to change your blade or your scoring tool. This is how it looks. Now, if you do not like those score marks, you're going to have to change it yourself with Cricut Design Space. I personally use Silhouette Studio, so this is how we make them. So the blade just cut, skips, cut, skip, cut, skip. We don't have a scoring tool in Silhouette Studio, but again, I know you can switch it in Cricut but then you have to switch it on your own. We're going to do the same thing with this one. No, we have to face it the other way. So like this. When the one with the solid is going to be facing your left as well, but then you fold it up, if that makes sense. All right, so the one with the opening you fold back, and the one with the solid you fold up. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and put glue of your choice, and you need to make sure that these two align very good. Okay, so you're just gonna place it on top of each other, doesn't matter which one, and then you're just going to go ahead and align it really good and put glue of your choice. I'm going to be using my own glue. You could fold this right here so you know it's flushed and everything has to align. Do not put it crooked. Take your time and make sure that everything aligns very well. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our strips. As you can see, one is smaller than the other one. And we're going to also do the same thing and fold all your score marks. So down and then just fold. Okay, for the strips, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and do like this, just so I can give them like a round effect, just to curve it. Just so it could be easier when I start gluing it. The same thing for the other one. You can use the corner of your table or the edge of your table and go like that on the table. You can use a bone folder. You can use your hands. All right, like I told you guys, there is two strips. One is bigger than the other. Your smaller strip, you're going to go ahead and grab that, and the smaller strip is for the heel of the boot. So we're going to start with the heel, and I'm going to start with the one that's solid first. Okay, so to make sure that everything aligns correctly, y'all know me, I like to glue my tabs in the back. I don't like to glue my tabs like this. I know how to work better when I glue my tabs like this. I could have better control. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and put your tabs in the back, but this tab, make sure that's on the front like this. Okay, and then make sure that you align everything very good. These little teeth in the back and this tab in the front, make sure you push and you align everything very well, just like that, that there is no gaps. You're going to hold it, you're going to fold up, and you're going to put glue. You see how I have a little gap there? Make sure you push closely and you put your glue, okay? And then you're going to glue it. Make sure there's no gaps, okay? You're going to go ahead and put your glue on the little tabs. I'm not going to put none on this one yet, just on these little ones. My glue does kind of dry a little bit fast. And I am using my own brand of glue, but like I said, I'm going to leave the link down below of Art Glitter Glue. I recommend that glue as well. I'm going to put a little bit more just because I could have more movement. And here you need to make sure that you really go with the curve of the boot and that everything is really flush. If you don't do that, it's not going to look right. So just take your time, but if your glue does kind of dry fast, you need to move a little bit fast. Take your time, but still move fast. So what I mean by that is you need to really push. With this hand, I'm pushing and I'm here taking the curve of the boot, and everything has to be very flushed. Okay, don't worry about all that extra glue. You need to worry about having everything closed. And I'm pushing with this hand, and I'm just going around that curve. I'm going to use a bone folder just so I can go around. All right, now I'm gonna put glue right here on this tab. Before I continue putting all the rest of the strip, I'm going to go ahead and grab this piece. It looks white on your template. That is the printed image that's going to go inside of your stocking. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab the other strip. This is how we're looking so far. I'm going to go ahead and grab the other strip, and we're going to do the same thing. Make sure that these are facing the back, but this is forward. And we're going to go ahead and place it on here, just like that. Make sure everything is nice and flushed, and glue it, okay? Same thing. Now you're going to go ahead and put glue on your strip, on your little tabs. I'm not gonna put none of the big one. And again, this is a more of a curved, so you need to push while you're gluing and make sure that you're taking that curve. Okay, like I said, I like to glue my tabs in the bottom just because I have more control. If you like gluing them on the top, you can do that. Right here is where it's gonna get kind of complicated, so just go ahead and curve that just like that, and then push. Okay, make sure, and don't be so hard that you break your cardstock. This is why I also recommend using thicker cardstock, because once you use 65 cardstock, it's going to like really bend really bad and it's gonna look ugly. Okay, so take that curve. You can go ahead and lift this up and like really push in there so you can see that it has taken that curve. Now I'm gonna go ahead and glue that top tab and make sure everything's aligning. Like if I have to push down like this so everything aligns, that is the one thing that you really want to make sure that everything's aligning correctly, okay? So now from these tabs right here, I'm pushing everything back like this. And now I am going to go ahead and grab that gray piece from your template. That's your acetate. And me personally, I'm going to glue my acetate in the inside. Now, you can also put it here on the outside. But why I'm doing it out in the inside is because when I go ahead and start gluing the tabs on this, so the acetate being there, I want my cardstock to actually glue cardstock on cardstock, not cardstock on acetate, so I know it's very secured, okay? But you can go ahead and, if you want, glue these strips first. You can go ahead and do that. Glue these strips first and then put your acetate on top, if that makes sense. So you could do whatever you want. Like even if you do it like this right now, you have more control of actually holding this and going around like this. You have more control, right? But I'm just gonna put my acetate in the inside. So I'm gonna grab my double-sided tape and I'm gonna go all around my acetate. If you don't want people to see it like that, like you're gonna see the tape, then yeah, you're gonna have to put another strip of this and cut it out. So that strip basically will be this one, but I don't mind. That's just extra pieces, and who's really gonna be like, oh my god, I see the tape? So yeah, I'm not worried about that. Once I have the acetate, this is going how it's going to look. And then now you're gonna go ahead and start gluing your tabs. Now you need to like really have a grip of this and really like push like this and make sure everything's aligning very good. I'm gonna go ahead and put glue first on the little tabs. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my box around a little bit so I could just have more control from the bottom. I know y'all can't see it because I mean I'm all the way in here, but I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just folding my tabs and I'm pushing with this hand. I have a hand inside and I'm just going all round. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Also, with the help of my bone folder, I'm gonna go ahead and push like this to get that curve of the boot, and then my hands in the inside and I'm pushing down on those tabs. So again, my hands in the inside and I'm pushing and I'm just taking the curve of that right there and making sure everything's flushed. I'm gonna go ahead and glue the top tab, making sure that everything's aligned. See that curve right there? I'm gonna go under just so I can really put my finger in there and rub. And please don't feel intimidated with this template. Just give it a try. It's really fun. And I mean, y'all can always be doing easy templates, okay? So let's start leveling yourself up, okay? So this is how it's looking. And I could tell that I accidentally dirtied my acetate, but this is not going for anybody. But you can go ahead and wipe it off. And then we're going to go ahead and repeat the same steps for this side. Now remember, with this curve right here, you really have to push and curve it with your finger to grab that curve there. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue on these. Once it has my glue, I'm just going to go ahead and turn them. I'm going to go ahead and turn this upside down. I'm going to put my hand in there and I'm going to go ahead and push. And really take that curve and glue everything down. So this is what I mean about having that curve. You want your strip to get that curve right here. So see, if you have to really use your finger and curve that, that's what you need to do, okay? Then I'm gonna go ahead and glue the bigger tab, making sure that everything's aligning. And I'm pulling up to make sure that everything aligns good and not everything's flushed. And once you've done gluing the strip, I feel like that is the hardest part. And then from there, you're basically, you know, you did it. Like, it's easy after the strip, okay? If some of them didn't glue, just go ahead and put a little bit of glue. I'm just going inside with my finger, my hands inside, and I'm just rubbing. Okay, you can use a bone folder and put it in there as well. So all my glue marks, I went with a microfiber towel and I really rubbed it to take all that off. And then I also did the same thing for the inside to clean all them little glue marks, whatever I have, just so it can look clean. And now I'm gonna go ahead and grab this pink piece from the template. It's just a strip by itself, and then I'm gonna go ahead and glue it on top of here. Now, depending how good you glue the tabs, you're good to go. But with the curves, make sure that before, like, you can go ahead and put glue all around, and then make sure that before really pressing down this strip, that you're really curving where it curves. I think it was there, and then here as well, curving it. I'm gonna put enough glue here, and then I'm gonna go slowly, and you're able to, like, let me see if this makes sense. Before, don't just put the strip and just like glue. No, put the strip, do not press down yet, and go all around one piece at, like, one space at a time, and then really like push, like here, push and rub, like push and rub like that. You know, if that makes sense. Like, go like that, and then right here when it gets to this curve, like really push in and align that. Okay, so I have like glue like this, and you need to make sure that like your edges have glue. Okay, also you don't have to make sure everything's like right at the edge, because once you start rubbing, everything's gonna start oozing out. But I have enough glue that I'm able to move this strip around. Okay, I'm just gonna place it. And I'm gonna go ahead and start going around and aligning. Okay. Make sure your hands are clean so you don't dirty that acetate again. Right here, I'm gonna push in. You see, I'm gonna push in and put down my strip. I'm pushing that in. I'm gonna go ahead and push that in, and then right here for this curve, I need to make sure that I really curve that. Okay, once you like how everything looks, go ahead and turn it around, and then you can rub it from the inside all around. We're gonna go ahead and grab this piece right here that's solid without the tab. So you see these two are the same. This one has a tab, this one doesn't. So we're gonna grab that one, and we're gonna glue it in the back. And you're gonna do the same thing. Before just pressing down, make sure that you're taking every curve in and pushing in. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my teal pieces, which I cut it out of gold cardstock, and I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing. This is right here for the lid. I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna leave the lid for last. So let's just glue these two right here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these lavender pieces. I did a print and cut. Again, you can use your decorative cardstock, and I'm gonna go ahead and glue those. From here, your stocking is done. You really don't even have to add a lid, but I do want to add a lid to mine. So let's go ahead and do the lid. So the lid is this pink piece right here. And then we're going to do the same thing. After we fold the score marks, we're going to go ahead and glue our metallic. And then we're going to glue our printed design. Once you're done gluing all your pieces, go ahead and glue all your tabs in the inside, making sure that your score marks align very well. Once you're done gluing your lid, I want to add lights. So I went to Amazon and purchased these lights right here. I wanted something to face down. Now, usually for all my projects, paper crafting, I use balloon lights. Let me show you. I use these lights. Now, like I said, I wanted it to be facing down. And then because of the balloon lights, you had to pull the tab off. And then I would have had to create a hole here. And it was going to be too complicated for you guys, especially. So I didn't want to do all that, right? So I even created a box so I can put my balloon light just like this on top. And then you will pull the tab. So all you would have had to do was glue it here. And then you pull the tab from the side. But I feel like when the light is facing that way, I wanted it to face down. It's not giving enough light to the box. So that's why also comment down below if you want the template for this little cute box for the balloon light. It's just a box to cover this up. And then you could use that box to put on your cake toppers and so on. Anyways, I purchased these, and then I feel like if I glue it just like this, all you have to do is twist and it turns on. So with these lights, you gotta open it from the top. You remove that little white backing, you close it, and when it's, so it tells you right here how it's on and off. All you have to do is untwist it just a little bit so it can turn off. I feel like because it's facing down like this, the lights directly down, it gives me enough light. Now you can also add like little fairy lights inside of the box and all that. I'm not doing all that. I'm just gonna go ahead, I mean you can, but I'm not. I'm just gonna go ahead and add hot glue, and I'm gonna put it right in the middle. And right now, like I said, it's off because I untwisted it. But to have the light, all you had to do is turn it on like that. And also, you're able to change the batteries just like this. You just untwist it. So even when you have to change the batteries, like I said, you can unscrew it. And I feel like this one is better than the balloon lights. And then you just twist it like that and it turns on, okay? And then you're able to see all the lights inside, and it changes the color slowly. You cannot activate the color you want, it just changes slowly. All right, everybody, you guys made it all the way to the end. To let me know that you made it all the way to the end, comment down below a Christmas tree emoji. You heard that right, because y'all be cheating. Y'all know I always say comment down below a blue heart, so y'all don't even watch the full video and y'all comment the blue heart. But YouTube let us know that y'all didn't watch the full video to the end. But anyways, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell to get notified every time I upload new videos. Also, join my free Facebook group. It's called Andrina's Creations Crafting Lounge. You must answer all 3 questions to get approved. You are not allowed to sell in the group, but you can post, ask questions. It's a great community over there. Also, I would love to know what else you would like to see from me. Tutorials, informational videos, and so on. And I will make those videos for you guys. Y'all know we are on the road to 100K, y'all. So I'm gonna show you also how it looks with the lights. It's a little bit speeded up, this part right here. but this is how the lights change. They do change a little bit slower, but this is the one that has different colors. They do sell it with solid colors. And again, I'll leave that link down below. And here's how it looks with the treats inside. Like I said, a lot of stuff does fit in here. All right, guys, I hope everyone's having a blessed day today, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, y'all.